Welcome back to Jacob. Actually, you know what? Bye, Zachary. I'll bring you in. Welcome back to Jacob's Books Corner, where I am normally in front of a book corner, and today we have a special guest that made a short appearance. Is now here, fully.
Hello, I am Ray from the Weekend Movie Bros YouTube channel, along with my personal channel, RZ Jones 18.
All
Nothing
linked in
happens over there, but
description.
go watch my backlog. It's a fun time.
That is true. He is very inactive unless it's something that we're doing together,
Yeah,
such as
I,
the bottoms reaction we just did
which
not that
was
long.
one of my favorite things we've watched in a very, very, very long time.
And hopefully it can stay up on like Barbie. That's
Oh, that makes me so sad.
Hey, we talked about. We were like, there's a good chance this won't because of how we had to do the
We
audio
also
for
did
the.
very risky. We were also very risky when it came to how we actually did that. But that's beside the point. That's a whole other thing. Jacob, what
That's
are you
not
doing
here.
here today?
All right. Well, thank you, guest star. Sorry.
Actually, you have
Uh,
two guest stars. It's me and Magic Mike over there.
yeah, we don't need to bring Magic Mike into this discussion today. Okay, not today.
And not the
Uh,
poster, by the way. People are going to go, what are you talking about the poster? I'm not talking about the poster.
this is Magic Mike. He gives strip dances if you pay him well. That's all I got. So today we are talking about Percy Jackson and the Olympians, and yes, I know I just said strip dances for a kids show. You're welcome. So today we are watching the first two episodes, and the way this is going to work over here on my BookTube channel. Hello, everybody. We are going to watch. It's going to go back and forth. We'll have a review of a set of books in the Percy Jackson or the Camp Half-Blood world, is what it's called, and then we'll do this. They'll go back and forth every other Wednesday. So in 2 weeks from
You would
today, we'll watch episodes 3 and 4.
you would think they would call their universe the World of the Olympians, not the Camp Half Blood universe.
It's Camp Half Blood Chronicles is what the official title is
Huh. Well, I mean
for
that
it.
makes sense because most of the stories after the fact really don't deal with Percy and the gang, so calling it that would make sense, I guess.
Doesn't really deal. No, Zachary. Percy Jackson past this 5 book series is a full fledged main character, a better
But he's
main
not.
character.
Oh, I'll fight you on that. Well, that's not true. I can't really say anything because I haven't finished. I haven't read the
All
other
right, well
half.
that's where we're gonna start with the question. Obviously, as if you guys have been following on the channel, um, currently for anybody out there, I read the first 5 books, which are the Lightning Thief, the Sea of Monsters, the Titan's Curse, the Battle of the Labyrinth, and then we also have the Last Olympian. I have also read the Lost Hero, the Son of Neptune, and the Mark of Athena. And the first 65%, I will go back. It just decided to leave me, the House of Hades, which is driving me fucking insane. But that's a different story for a different day.
So
Zachary, what have?
as an out.
Oh, hold on. Also,
Oh,
I have seen the original movie Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief and the Sea of Monsters. So I've seen the original 2 movies as well with Logan Letterman. Now, Zachary, how do you know this franchise?
so back when I was a very young lad, Percy Jackson, and Harry Potter were my two book series. I would constantly check out one of each when I was at my library at my school. It would be two books specifically. It would be Half Blood Prince because it's my favorite book and my favorite movie, and my favorite book in Percy Jackson is The Battle of the Labyrinth. It is my I think it's the most developed of the five. I think it's the most intriguing of the five, and I think the best character development happens within that labyrinth, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fine.
Uh, the middle of this series, I'm so curious how they're going to do it. My least favorite book in this series is Titan's Curse. Um, I think much like the middle of Harry Potter, the middle of Percy Jackson drags on way too long. They take a little bit too long, in my opinion. And I think Sea of Monsters, the movie, does well with what it's trying to do with Sea of Monsters, but it also rushes a lot. When we get to the ending at in the Ferris wheel, it just oh man, it's insane how much they cut out.
What? See, okay, so like movie wise, I can't really speak to. It's been upwards of 10 years since I've seen those, so I'm not really familiar.
Lightning Thief is still decent of the two of them. Lightning Thief is
The
still easily
Lightning
watchable.
Thief, I remembered a lot when reading the book. Like it came back to me like a bunch.
Hmm.
Sea of Monsters, not the same case. Sea of Monsters was kind of like a new experience I didn't enjoy. So my least favorite one is the same with my brother. Is by far the Titan's Curse. I would have to click on. Let's see. In this original Titan's Curse was by far my least favorite. I felt like I was really annoyed throughout most of that novel for a lot of different reasons. And ended on a good note,
I
but
agree. It sets up Battle for the Labyrinth very, very, very well.
with my favorite one, okay, that's funny. I would have to say it would probably be the Battle of Labyrinth is probably my favorite one. The same as Zachary.
It's so good.
I didn't like it very much. I gave it a 4. I mean, I did like it enough because I gave it a 4.25. But there's a lot of elements in that pissed me off. Like I ranted the most in the Battle of Labyrinth review than I did
What
with any of
part,
the other.
out of context, what part made you the most mad?
I'm just gonna say romance, and that's all I need to say.
Really?
Oh, aggravation. Now, if we're talking about the newer ones, past Percy Jackson,
Which this is all new to me. I've never read any of this stuff.
I personally feel like the sequel series is 10 times better than the original series. It's a switch up between a first person to a third person POV, and the third person POV took away almost all of my issues I had with Percy as a main character, which is great. That's excellent. I'm really nervous to see how he's like in the TV show because I really hate Percy like as a main character. But that's nor here nor there. He is the
But you all,
definition of a damage hero.
but you love the actor playing him.
I do. I love. I can't think of his name. What are your name? Walker.
I got
Scoble.
yeah.
Very much
Walker
enjoy
Scoble.
Walker. I do enjoy him quite a bit. But I'm very much more enjoying the rest of the series of Percy Jackson. I do recommend continue on with it. The characters are great. The books are super duper long. That's my main complaint. None of these books are getting 5s except for the initial, like the first one of the series, because it's just super long. House of Hades has a particular moment in it that maybe made this book a 2-star, which is the lowest.
Does does the sequel series feel more mature, more older than the first 5?
Yes, it's much more darker. It's much more violent. There's a lot higher stakes. Mm-hmm. You could say there's stakes, obviously, in Percy Jackson, but it's different. The books never felt like there were high stakes on them. The movies felt much more like there was like bigger stakes on the movies.
I think what I can again, I just use the two of them as an example because they're the easiest ones to compare to one another. Is when you look at Harry Potter 1 through 3, that feels like a children's story. 1 through 3 do, and I feel as though 1 and 2 of Percy Jackson are the most kid friendly of the 5, and then you hit Titan's Curse, and then on Harry Potter you hit 4 and 5, which I think are the escalation and more adult stuff that gets into like Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix.
I don't actually agree with that super duper much. I mean, Harry Potter I do agree with. I think the first 3 are pretty middle of the ground, and then you get much darker as the story does progress. Whereas I don't necessarily agree. I think the first 5 like Percy Jackson books are pretty middle of the ground, especially because I've been reading so many of these type of novels, not just Percy Jackson, but I've read like 6 other series in the past like 6 months that are very similar to Percy Jackson, very similar to Harry Potter, very, in the same vein in middle grade, which is what these are counted as. Technically, Percy Jackson's mostly Y-teen, but it's still part of middle grade. And these are definitely like, if I'm looking for a younger audience, they want to get into this type of conversation, I'm going to recommend Percy Jackson over anything else, 110%. I will say, once you get past the first 5, I felt like book 6 was very much like the original Percy Jackson, because when you first start the Lightning Thief, which I'm sure we'll feel it here too, it feels much older than the rest of the book does. Like, I would say the opening is the most adult of almost the entire series.
Because in terms of what it deals with how the story opens and how we get to the point to where we meet Camp Half-Blood, it's definitely more on the adult side, and that's why I think the movie version of Lightning Thief failed in giving us that moment of between Percy and the Minotaur before he gets to Camp Half-Blood. I think the scene in the movie is very underlying, and you don't care about his mother as much. And that I think is super important to Percy's character in the books, is a relationship with his mother, and they don't give enough time for that. And the stepdad is more of a dick in the movie than he actually is in the book. In the book, you don't like him, but you understand him more.
No, I don't agree with that.
I think the show, Foreclosure, I have seen the first episode.
Yeah, so we're actually going to go ahead and get started on the watching part here. I was curious to see where Zachary had stand outside of watching any part of this. I have not seen a single soul. I've seen a trailer. I don't remember the trailer, but really that's what set us all down this pathway. I saw one trailer and I was like, yeah, okay, I'll read 17 books. Don't know where my brain was at, but it was there. And now we are here. All right, we are going to start with I accidentally vaporized my pre-algebra teacher. The thing I'm hoping for more here, Rick Riordan really can't write action sequences, is in my opinion, and I wonder if it's just simply because of the age range that he writes for. I'm not really sure, but I'm really more excited to see the action in live action than the book, because even in first person, I still don't think they're really well written.
The title of the episode is the title of the first chapter of Percy Jackson's Olympians Lightning Thief. It's the same title of the first chapter of the book.
Alrighty, are you ready?
Yes.
Did you click into it?
I did not. Luckily, there's no ads on Disney Plus right now, so
Alrighty.
Minus the blatant Disney Plus at the beginning of the thing, but hey. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm at 0-0.
I'm going to assume I'm at 0-0. Do you have 37:59 at the end of your thing?
I have 38:02.
This is the best we can do. All right, let's go.
All right, 3. Wait, hang on. This isn't me. This is not this. You do it.
No, it's fine.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. As a guest.
Okay. Oh. His voice is more scratchy here.
He's gotten older since the last time we saw him.
He has very excellent casting, just like Logan Lerman was. Logan Lerman was too old when they cast him for Percy Jackson, but he was a great choice.
Logan Lerman is a great Percy Jackson towards the end of the series, not for the beginning.
Yeah. Missed opportunity to make him Poseidon.
Who, Logan Lerman?
Yeah, should have been Poseidon.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you think he's kind of too young to play the dad? Really?
Yeah, I'll send you a few pictures.
How old is Logan Lerman?
Like 34?
Okay. That's interesting.
Oh my God! Hey, I know that man or that horse.
It's pretty cool.
31.
It makes me want to know how old Poseidon is. I mean, obviously Poseidon's 1,000 years old.
That's excellent casting.
Mm-hmm. He's one of our better child actors that's currently working right now.
Well, I mean, now it's him, but beforehand it was not him. It was another younger actor.
Once again, brilliant casting for Grover.
Whoa. I have to say, child narration is sometimes bad, and now it's quite good.
Mhm. Also, this feels very much like a show, but the atmosphere feels filmy a little bit, which I think is really nice.
Oh, it's gonna be weird seeing you as a horse.
And I like him more than Pierce Brosnan, which I didn't think I would say, 'cause I think Pierce Brosnan was a great casting choice for the
What
teacher.
about Anthony Stewart Head, who played him in the sequel? Giles?
No, no, no. I love him, but no. It's the good thing about this being a show. The casting will always be consistent. They won't change.
Well, that's not exactly true.
True, but for hope's sake, they don't pull a Sea of Monsters and go, they look completely new cast. Like, what do you mean?
Who's putting Sally under?
That is my favorite casting of this show. They casted the mother perfectly. I recognize her, but I don't know from
I
what.
don't. I'll look her up. See if I can get an answer for you.
Oh, hi Peyton.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm not on comments.
And we're not watching a movie. We're watching Percy Jackson in the show. Percy
Yes,
Jackson in the show.
we did start the TV show. We're about 5 minutes and 25 seconds into the first episode. Oh. Oh. Hi.
Do you recognize her, Jacob?
Mrs. Dodds?
Yeah, but you recognize who's playing her?
I didn't get a look. I was looking at my phone. Give me a second.
You'll know her from a certain sitcom we watched.
Okay. Yeah. Mm. Oh, Law and Order, Zachary. The mom's from Law and Order.
Ah, okay. I knew I recognized her.
Yeah, she's been in it for over 10 years. Yeah, that would work. I'm cool with it. Okay, that's a. Oh! I mean, if I saw a video, it would actually look like you just went flying.
It would look like the wind got you.
Oh my god.
Do you recognize her
Oh, I
now?
don't know. I don't know if I like that casting.
All I can hear is screaming is what from Will and
Whoa.
Grace.
Whoa. Oh, okay. So we're going. Why is it happening right here? Why are you doing this right now? This is not the moment. Wait, I'm confused. Huh? Sorry. Already changing things from source material, and that was unexpected. Okay, once again, you flew through the air. He didn't touch you. If anything, the water grabbed you. That's interesting. I don't know how I feel. Oh. Boba Fett. Sorry.
Last name really Boba Fett.
Parents were too obsessed. Were their parents? Somebody's parents was obsessed with Star Wars. I didn't push her. The water grabbed her. I also didn't touch Nancy. Sorry, I can't go with Boba Fett.
And much like in Star Wars, Boba Fett got pushed somewhere else. It's not very intimidating.
Wow. How to get your friend suspended. The water grabbed her. Stop blaming the poor kid. They're playing Moana's game.
Well, I mean, Lin-Manuel Miranda is part of this show, so
That is true. It should do well because it's on streaming. If this was a movie, we'd be having issues.
is it weird that every time I hear him talk, I can instantly think of Ryan Reynolds?
No, because I don't know. I don't think it ran around.
He better play Kid Pool in Deadpool 3. That's all I'm saying. If Kid Pool is in the movie, he better play Kid Pool. I think that's just too much of a match made in heaven not to do it.
I'm curious to see. Say, damn. That's how you know shit's bad. And the janitor's like, maybe not go in. Whoa, you're skinny. That's shocking. Where's your poker group? Oh, yeah, online gambling. Okay, that's fine.
Adapt with the ages. Back then, it really wasn't that big of a deal. Now they can,
Wow, dude, they didn't really make you that bad of a person. Okay, I'm curious to see if they make him worse. Because his fate, he deserves to be worse if they're going to do his fate. Okay, Olympian, you just popping up everywhere.
on a Disney thing nonetheless.
Okay, he has to be worse if she's listening to this song and singing in the rain.
You suck. You called it out.
Can we just do like Nancy Bobbitt or something? Like Annie,
But
you know?
it felt like Disney was like, keep the last name. He gets us more recognition for the brand.
Oh, it's blue. That's so important that it's blue. Puberty? Sexuality crisis? I mean, these are all around the age. Oh, you're a god. Okay, sorry. I forgot.
Yancey? Boba Fett and Yancey. Someone did not like their kids.
Yancey is a school.
Oh.
I, I don't know how I feel.
I like the change. It's different. I like it. I think it would have made the show too stereotypical if he comes home to,
No, it's very important. Part. What can I? What I
you can't
have.
talk about it. I also agree with you. It's very important for the books, but maybe
For
for
the
the show,
story, for the
yes, but
whole
maybe
reason. He's
yes.
that,
I
oh. Nope.
oh, again, they just nailed her casting.
Uh-huh. I gotta say, I don't know how I'm feeling. I have a lot of mixed emotions going on in my body right now.
I understand that, but we also have to remember Rick was very much involved with this show. I don't think he would have
Which is
not have.
why my mixed emotions are even higher. Sometimes it hurts worse when I know the creator is like, yep, this is a great choice. You better have a good payoff.
We don't get that payoff for like another like 4 seasons. So
No? That payoff happens in this one book. That entire storyline with him all is in this one book.
is it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Damn.
Now, sure, there's a lot of things they could introduce here that don't have answers for many seasons. That's not one of them. Yeah, I feel that. Oh,
Second time in a row, got chills.
I mean,
Pretty much the entirety of your story.
your life, really, honestly, your trajectory of who you're going to be with. There isn't
A
a single
lot.
thing I could think of that your dad's not a part of. Somehow I felt like she was going to burst into song, and it didn't happen. And I felt off.
Does that make you feel better that they didn't burst into song? What if I didn't tell you that? What if I told you you're going into another musical? How would that have made you feel?
These surprise musicals are hitting me left or right. That's all I got. God. Pay attention. Half Blood Chronicles. Half Blood. Half Blood. See? Which is why you're with scrummy men like Gabe. Who's not scrummy. Who's honestly kind of submissive, but it's weird.
Throughout the process.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, this is it. This is the moment where
This works so well because you can believe what they're saying and they believe what they're saying. Fair. It's fair.
oh, they're so cute.
A really depressing film.
That's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you gonna fight how that's not a depressing movie?
It really depends on the ending you watch, really. Just true. You watch the alternate ending, not that bad. You watch the real ending, that's bad.
Pretty bad.
It's pretty bleak shit. That's what. well, the list is actually kind of long. You would oh my god, I'm excited. Um, well, yeah, I mean, we can't show it's all mentoring. you know.
I'm actually 24. He just throws that in so consequentially.
Oh shit. Okay. Thank God it's raining for the VFX people.
That's the other thing. This doesn't look fake to me. Like it, you can tell they didn't shoot on a soundstage. They shot in
that looked like a real hoof. I'm gonna be honest with you. That looks like a real hoof. like they did
the
a. I
effect.
mean, obviously it's on screen a lot, and so they probably were like, "This is something we have to get
It
correct."
looks good. It looks really good.
How
Why
did
is
no
it
one
that it
bring
looks
up
better
a?
than the movie? That's my question.
I don't know. To be honest, with you, I'd have to look up. I'm sure I will. Now I'm curious.
It's
I'm gonna
bad.
Google it. Oh, I forgot that's who played Grover.
Yeah, not bad casting either.
Oh, they kind of look like hairy pants.
Yeah. They are shooting this so well in the rain, by the way.
Rain is hard to shoot in.
It is.
Oh, the cuts on the hands was a nice touch.
Bless you.
There you go.
You're welcome.
Here it comes.
Did it again. It did it again.
It's the tighter whiteys that's really taking me out, you know?
It is, but it looks good.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're sticking to the book, okay? Okay, now we gotta do the second. Okay. Oh, oh, that was nice.
It looks awesome.
The gold, it was a good choice. It was a making it light up and stuff.
Yeah. I love the fact that there is no music.
Oh, oh, that's a rock. I would put that down. It could be
I would
dangerous.
put that down, saying it to the guy about to throw it. I put that down if I were you.
Good thing he's wearing underwear. Never thought I'd say that before. Oh,
I did this the last time I watched it.
Oh, hello, Annabeth. Oh my god, I was not prepared. In the books, when I think of him being a horse, I always think of it smaller. He's more like a pony in my brain.
Expect me like a miniature pony. Now watch the end. Watch the pictures.
Okay. Oh, they didn't do the fates. Oh, that's also super duper important. I totally forgot about the fates.
If you're a Percy Jackson fan, these credits are giving you teases.
Yeah. It's also done in the same art style as the
Style.
cover, the new covers and stuff, which is pretty cool.
What's that, Jake? Right? Yeah. What's that, Jake?
Interesting.
This also just shows you the confidence they have in this show. Well, in fact, they're already showing you what's going to be going on moving forward. I also think it's pretty.
It's ambitious though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first episode, like the first season, the first book is ambitious. Part of the reason why it's hard to adapt is because they go to so many different locations that are so like vast and large. And so I'm curious about that as well. It's a good logo.
All right. Oh.
Yeah, hold on.
You want to watch this? This is just a preview for the episode we're about to watch.
I mean, I'm already in the middle of it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I backed out.
Back.
You right. I'll watch the next one.
Obviously.
All right, hold on. Before we do hit the next one, I do want to do a quick little review of the first episode. There will be chapter times linked down below because you know me and my chapter times. I'm good at them. Bitches. So, I got issues, but I also liked it. It was not perfect. I would probably give it a 4 out of 5. If I had never read the books, stellar. Honestly, it's great.
It's a great pilot.
I did read the books, and it's not a great pilot, and that's where I stand. Obviously, I'm curious to see how things evolve. My thing being here, the things that they change / cut are not hard things to do. And it's a TV show, and so I don't really think timing should be an issue either. So, like, I don't know. I'd like to see an interview with Rick Warner being like, "Why'd you make this choice different?" If his answer is like, "Just waiting to find out." Okay, I'll wait. I'll find out.
I think that's my biggest thing about this first episode of the show. That's why I've been sitting here waiting to watch this with you because this made me cry the first time I watched it, and it was simply because of the final 5 minutes of the episode. I think they absolutely nailed the Minotaur confrontation to a T. I think it's perfect. The conversation with his mom, Grover being introduced. I think they develop, they change things. I think for the sake of time, and clearly they have a budget on this show. I think the way that we know Mrs. Dodd's death in the books, I think might have been maybe too expensive for the show, and how big it gets by the end of it. Also, it just stands the point that Mrs. Dot is there to get us moving forward into him finding out about the Greek stuff. She's not important.
She is important. She's I mean,
but they were able to make that statement without having to do such a grand scene.
I don't know if I necessarily do agree, but it's fine. It's fine. Will not lie, am kind of quickly watching a little bit of the movie. Was a bit curious to see how the movie did the Minotaur scene.
Mhm.
Grover actually doesn't look that bad there for this coming out like in 20. Holy shit, 2010. That's crazy. This is old.
This is yeah.
They are too old. Also, don't like the sign, but that's fine. Let's go back. She's crying about his mom. Oh, she's still. Ooh, ooh. Honestly, but now my horrible comparison for your VFX. If you look like Sharknado in 2010, then I have issues. But if you're more on the lines of like Harry Potter number 3, which today doesn't actually look as good as it used to, it's a
Mm-mm.
great comparison in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
the hippogriff, I mean, still blows me out of the water.
Yeah, but then you watch Professor Lupin transform into his wolf form, and you go, "That did not age well at all." It's scary.
Because you could, I mean, obviously this is fake. There's no part of it that I'm thinking this is real. Also, he does not have underwear on. How are you supposed to jump on his?
Yeah.
Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, no, it's not. It's fine. It doesn't. It's not the biggest deal, though. To be fair, in the world. Just curious. Yeah, I have some. I have some thoughts to pick, but honestly, it really depends. Now, in my defense, slight spoilers for how Gabe ends up, so you guys can just move on to the next episode in case you don't want to know. In the book, she ends up selling him as a statue because of how horrible he is, and I don't really think this man deserves to be sold as a statue. Maybe go
Right
to
now, he doesn't know.
a few different like what's the right word? Maybe a few different anonymous classes of gambling and shit like that to get his life on track. Maybe that, but selling him as a statue? No, I
No.
don't. Um, don't know. That's like my biggest takeaway. I just don't know how I feel about that relationship. I don't think the movie got it right. I also don't think the TV show got it right. But once again, it is only an episode, so let's watch episode 2, which is the episode I've been really looking forward to. And that is I became a Supreme Lord of the Bathroom. My biggest questions are I'm really excited to see what Annabeth is like. That's one of my biggest things. Annabeth is such a hard character to do because of how strong she is, which can come off as a very unlikable female character. But
Mhm.
she is not an unlikable female character. And so I'm very excited for this actress. I think she's going to do a good job, but
How
I'm
did you
super
feel about
curious.
Daddario in the movies?
I love Alexandria Daddario. She wasn't very Annabeth, though, in my opinion.
I
She was
agree.
much more like a Thalia or like that type of thing. She never
I
really
like
fit the
Thalia.
role. She never really fit the role of Annabeth. But that's okay. Not because she didn't have the blonde hair, guys. Jesus. Fucking fanboys, I tell you.
I know.
Um, so I'm really excited to see what she's like. I'm excited to see what Camp Half-Blood is like with Bully.
Mhm.
Also, I'm curious to see if the bullying is nearly as bad because the bullying is extreme in the novels or the first novel, and so these are all things. I'm going to assume it is because I become extreme more of the bathroom, which makes me believe the answer to this question is we're gonna get the scene. So that being said, Zachary, count me down.
3, 2, 1. As a guest.
I hate that so much. Now, Zachary, you've not seen any of this, right?
No, and I just went into the episode. I forgot to do the thing where we get preloaded into the episode and then it's going. So I didn't count down for no reason. I am apologizing now ahead of time. I'm going to go back and hit that 00 once again just to make sure that we are on the same page.
Sure, sure, sure. Okay.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. As a guest. Skip the recap.
I'm not. Did you skip the recap?
I skipped the recap.
Zachary.
Can we just go back to 0000 again?
No, it's fine. This is the life we live. He might give you a reaction before I give you the reaction, which is not really how this is supposed to go. It's a guess.
Well, then we can go back to 000. It's not that big of a deal.
Now I skipped the recap too, so Percy does snore in his sleep. This is true. Making his ears so small was such a smart idea. It did. Is that a pot next to a water or is it a vacuum? I have questions about the contraption.
Is that a vacuum?
If we get the shot again, take a look see.
No, I saw it. It's not a vacuum.
No, it's just a really weird pot. Oh, I have so many questions. I'm so curious about so many different things. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's right. Oh, I forgot. That was so long ago.
It's so nice being on a actual set.
What, you didn't know they filmed on the volume?
Oh, yay! He's starting with me. Ooh. This is perfect. No.
uh, I was not prepared for the horse. God damn. Oh, what a statue. What a statue. It is. Thank you for saying that.
No, no, no.
Now, does he need to walk on all fours too, so you don't feel uncomfortable? Like, does he need to ride you?
Jacob,
What's the etiquette here?
what's the etiquette here?
Why does he look like he's gonna fall over at any point in time? Do you think he's walking with a horse or with a ball? I have so many questions.
The horse looks real, so I'm probably thinking he's walking next to a horse and they were able to digitally render him onto said horse. Because the horse looks real. Well, I mean, his back half looks
Yeah, that happens a little shaky, right? You know where the man is in the
where
suit.
the
Maybe you should go back in the wheelchair.
it doesn't look bad.
I'm just not. My brain it just thinks he should be smaller, like a pony.
That's just you. That's a you thing.
Okay, budget. I see you. Disney
They
Plus
look
wishes they had.
great.
Disney Plus shows wishes they had. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. That's about the response I was expecting. I'm surprised there's enough room for a whole horse to walk around in there.
I feel like they designed it just in case for that statement. They can't exactly
Our
make gimmick.
our camp director's a horse. It kind of needs to be tall.
We need big doors.
View. Oh,
Here we
is
go.
that who I think it is?
Possibly.
Yeah, it's Luke. Yep.
Heck yeah. I did not like Luke in the movies.
Hold on. Requires a second, third, maybe fifth Google. I don't know what Google search I'm on. It's been many.
It's been many. It's a tree. Whoa.
Damn.
Wow. Remember we watched Dungeons and Dragons Arm Among Thieves earlier last year, and I was like, wow, that's commitment. That's awesome. That's commitment. That's awesome. That makes me genuinely happy. That looks really good.
If it is real, I feel bad for the actress for having to sit
I
there.
completely agree, but kudos to them for committing to makeup. Hey, Jacob, I think you're getting what you want.
Huh?
Weren't you wanting something from the first episode?
Oh my god, there's multiple all those poor actresses.
Jesus.
This is interesting because, like, this is a beautiful thing about television is that we
Mm-hmm.
can introduce this conversation because we knew this conversation went on, but
Yeah.
we couldn't see it before.
The casting on this show is so good. I'm sorry, show. You're on Disney Plus. What is the need of a fadeaway?
Well, first scene change. The fade to black was a little weird.
I
Are
can
there
see
commercials on Disney? I think there might be. So maybe it's the ad
there is
breaks
a
that we
Disney
don't.
Plus. There is a Disney Plus ad version. Holy crap! We're watching it. We would have witnessed an ad. Who do you think this is?
I know who this is. I don't want to spoil it.
Is it who I'm thinking it is?
Does it
Hang on.
start with a? Yeah, type it in.
Ah, you understand where I'm coming from for the one idea I was having? Accurate.
Either way, in the books, it's the name I
It's
told you,
yeah.
but
Would they really set it up that early?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they set it up. It's revealed at the very end of the first book.
They revealed them at the end of the first book?
Mhm.
Well, I mean, that would make sense considering the character we get in the second book. Okay, yeah, okay. No. I'm agreeing with you now. I think it actually is probably him because they have to set up the other one for
Ooh.
the. Yeah.
Oh, I like the casting on that choice.
Ooh. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
This is so good.
What a bullseye. Okay. It's the lighting on fire thing, you know.
I wouldn't. At least he's honest. No.
Damn. I feel that. Damn.
Makes it sound so much better. I like the smell of burnt.
Do you understand? Do you also want a fun fact that this is something that you don't think would ever like come up again, like the introduction of the offerings and stuff? But
But
it
it
does,
does.
in fact, come up again. I just read about it today or yesterday. Oh, I was gonna tell. I mean, it's been 10 minutes, but you know, maybe.
How long do you think they wait to reveal that?
What
Dad.
who his dad is, or his actual the actor? Which one?
Dad. Just him in general.
Oh, I'd say at the end of this episode. My best guess.
They can't actually do what the whole story's about until it's announced.
That's accurate.
So I would say, if you didn't know yet, which use context clues, guys, it's pretty obvious. You will know soon.
Who do we know who's playing him?
Yeah, we do. I don't know the actor.
I can tell you the actor, without telling you the character's name.
I know who's playing the one actor. I mean, the one god. That was pretty well publicized because of who it is. Oh boy, here we go. That's awesome.
It's Toby Stephens. He's from the BBC.
I like the BBC. Okay. I'm really enjoying the BBC content very much.
He's 54 years old.
That's a good age for that character. Well, that's a good age for. Okay. She's so blunt.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're back on both track. That's an interesting choice of remarkable words. That's an interesting choice of words.
It's accurate though.
No, for later on. That's an interesting choice of words.
Oh. Okay. No, I get you now, but it's accurate.
She's a tree. Oh, that was not revealed. Whoops.
That's one of the biggest reveals in the books, and you just bluntly gave it away.
It's not a big deal.
Come on.
Something that happens with said tree, it's a big reveal. I'm just saying she's a tree. Don't know what tree.
You just went whoosh. And it wasn't me this time. I'm proud.
If you're watching someone live react to Percy Jackson, one would assume you would understand what Percy Jackson is.
We have to understand that there are viewers out there who have no idea what we're watching and just came in to enjoy the content.
It says Percy Jackson's The Olympians, episodes 1 and 2 live watch party. If you don't know what we're watching, that's on you.
No, what I'm saying is that maybe they
No.
that I'm done fighting you about this. This is dumb. No maiming and no killing. And yet you give them very pointy weapons.
Real weapons. I'm not gonna lie. The little shirt on the back of the horse looked real nice.
I'm gonna need a sword.
I'd say 20 more minutes.
This has been really good. The games always felt so rushed in the movies.
You're welcome. You not having helmet hair is like crazy.
And
Oh. Oh, that was nice.
woo! That was smooth. That's smooth.
Oh, that was nice too. Did you see the footprints?
Uh huh.
That's so you do invisibility.
Mm-hmm. Nothing makes me more mad when it comes to visibility scenes when they go, yeah, the actor's just off the side screaming at you like, hey, I'm over here.
Oh, Fortnite.
And
Oh,
again,
that was not what I was expecting.
Okay.
oh, that's adorable.
Taking a casual nap while enemies sneak up on you is wild.
That's insane.
Like we're in war, and you're just like power nap.
Hey, chill. Ooh. Oh, oh my God. The music's really good too. Hoi!
Yeah, that's pretty accurate of a character.
I forget, why is she so influent on him saying it?
Because she believes he's a fraud. I mean, there really is no other answer for you on that one.
No, I don't want to kill you. Stab. Nice, nice.
The action is filmed better.
I can. I agree. Like, really nicely done.
Oh, that's gonna piss her off.
Oh, now I remember he was a distraction.
Yeah.
She's so good. That's such a good reveal.
Yep. Yep.
Hell yes.
He's a sim, guys.
He's a sim guy.
Which is so interesting because Poseidon was such a whore. Sorry.
If we're getting into actual Greek mythology, Jacob, that is correct. Though for going off these children's books, that is not correct.
Actually, that is incorrect. He is still a whore as in the children books.
Yeah.
your quest.
Oh,
Interesting. Interesting. Okay.
Great casting. Grover, it's phenomenal casting.
hmm
I'd say Grover is probably my favorite casting so far. Okay, well,
yeah.
Other than the fact that I'm definitely going to watch the
right now, whatever this. Oh my god, the okay.
Are you gonna watch it?
Oh,
What?
that looks so cool.
Wait, what?
I'm watching the next one.
Oh, I didn't click on it. I'm clicking on it now though.
It's at the end of the last episode.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
That's going to be a good one. Excited for that.
Also, you know what, Disney Plus, you should really probably invest in.
Putting those at the end of episodes. What a good little pick me up. Like I feel like Marvel maybe sometimes needs like a next on, you know?
Hang on, I gotta skip to the end of the episode and watch the next one. I didn't see it. You talk
It's
about the episode while I get that.
It's literally 12 seconds. So I mean, it's fine.
Okay, never mind. You know what? I'll just wait. I'll be patient.
Yeah. Just 2 weeks from now and we'll watch it.
Yeah, no be.
So
It's interesting in the book.
he decides to go on the quest immediately. It's one of the things that he decides. He actually tries to leave before the quest even begins because of the fact that he realizes he still believes his mom is dead. He never once doesn't think his mom is dead. And he knows the quest will bring him to the underworld where there is a possibility. He hears from one of the characters there's a possibility that the dead can come back to life. He doesn't know what that means. He doesn't know if it's possible or not. And them changing it almost entirely, like still the same, but changing it is
Interesting.
an interesting choice. I liked the second episode
much better than the first episode. I thought the first episode was fine. I just didn't have as many book flaws, I should say, with the second episode as much as I did with the first one. This one's very much more true to the actual source material, which makes me happy because I've invested a lot of time.
And I also thought they did Clarice with the spear very well.
Yep.
Like they didn't overdo it. They didn't immediately get into it. They just let it sit there for a minute, and I thought that was really nice. The invisibility, really good. Thought that was clever. And again, it's subtle visual effects in the show that I really like. With how the wounds slowly peeled away when he went out into the water, I thought was awesome. Was Annabeth this knowing about him being in the book? I forget.
Annabeth has laid her entire life for Percy Jackson to show up. I mean, that is really the honest answer. She has laid her entire life. She always knew that there was a god that would show up eventually to take her on a quest that
it could lead her to what she's been looking for, whatever that might be. And she knew pretty early on that person,
Was going to be
once he gets
Percy.
there, was. That's why in the beginning, when he first gets there and he first waking up, she says it has to be him, type of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I thought she was great as Annabeth. Her delivery of all the yeses was awesome. Were you there the whole time? Yes. And you
I
were going to help me at
also
all? Yes.
enjoyed the chemistry
It worked.
between the two, and that's all I'll really speak on that nature. I think it's really nice for the books and stuff, because I know that the actress who plays Annabeth has talked a lot about how she's so happy to get to play the character after having so much information about her, because Annabeth is such a huge role and you get to see her so far in life in the books and stuff, like so much older, and what the relationships develop as. She's like, I can put little seeds to things that won't happen for like 5 seasons in the first season and be like, oh my God, did you see that? And it was because I decided, oh, that would be really cool to do this or that, which I think is really cool.
And I think it's cool also that these actors are young enough to have been around when the books were coming out. And so, there's a good chance that all three of them had read Percy Jackson prior to even finding out about this show. And so I find that really cool, is that, they understand the material they're going into, obviously, which is why they got casted. I thought Luke was great. I thought Clarice was a lot better here. Um, I think Mr. D is perfect. That was a great conversation with the wine thing that felt exactly like the book did. I think Chiron, the horse is weird. I'll agree with you, the horse is weird, but I think the actor they chose for Chiron is really, really good.
There's
The
just
cast,
certain situations later on that my brain just can't think.
I
To
know, I
see a
agree.
full blown horse just DN in there.
I agree. My biggest compliment to this show so far, I think, is the casting. I think the casting so far has been really, 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 really good, and the visual effects, were, even though as little as they are, stand out as like not overdoing it, but just enough to where you're like, oh, interesting. And I thought the capture the flag game was done really well here as well.
I also thoroughly enjoyed the action sequence here,
They were shot very well.
and I felt like um
Percy looked like he could handle himself without actually being able to handle himself, which is very true to the character as well. Because he's a great swordsman without really knowing that he's a good swordsman. I think that
Was the
Walker.
bullying was the bullying up to where you think it would go, or do you think they hit the level that it needed to be at?
Yeah, no, I think it's very true. I think the only difference here is that there's better responses and better reasons why it's happening. As you're sitting there asking me, why is she so hell bent on this and that and this and that, and those are explained a little bit more clear, I would say, in other places. But like, that is what they decided to end up doing for this. Technically, Carice as a character doesn't really evolve until like book 3 or book 4 anyways. She's pretty much as stable where she is here for the next few books, so I don't really think it's important to put certain seeds down until at least the second season. So
they're establishing just her in general, and we'll find out more about her.
They just need to establish the animosity between Percy and her because
the
she
spear
believes
was a good way to set it up.
Yeah, Percy could be a bigger person than her, and the daughter of Ares. Obviously, that can't, be a thing.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and it's a nice little break. I definitely needed it. I'm taking a little break from reading them. But that being said, we'll talk about Week of Movie Bros here in a second, because I do want to shout out that. There's a few other things I got to shout out for channel-wise. Next Wednesday on the 24th, the review of The Heroes of Olympus, all 5 books, will be going up on the channel. And if you want to come back for another live watch party, you need to come back on the 31st of January. The last day, we'll watch episodes 3 and 4. It could just be me. These are happening on Wednesday, so it's just based on scheduling.
I'm sure Zachary will probably just watch where we're at if he misses them in case he wants to come back for later on.
Yeah.
He can just be here for the beginning. He's not. This isn't on the other channel. He's not remotely like, hey, this is where I'm at. But that also being said, on the 23rd, on this coming up the 23rd on Tuesday, I'll be having a live watch party for episode 9 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called I, Robot You, Jane. I am currently in the middle of a Buffy-a-thon, which is a 12-month-long watch-along and read-along. And the I, Robot You, Jane episode is nominated as the worst episode of season 1, equaling why we're watching it. So, yay. That's all I got.
Which episode is that?
You know like Catfish?
Oh, is it that one?
It's the Catfish episode. Not like an
you can watch that by yourself.
It's not like the actual Catfish.
No, I get what you mean.
It's more like a tender catfish moment.
Yeah. No. You can watch that. You can watch that one on your own. That's fine.
So
when you get to Once More with Feeling, let me know.
I don't even know if Once More Feeling is on the list. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't pick the episodes. I went on IMDb, and IMDb picked whichever ones were the lowest and highest rated episodes. And there's
Once More Feeling's gotta be in the highest rated count. You've gotta think it.
Well, I mean, while we're here, I could tell you.
Wouldn't that be insane to you, though?
Season 6 has quite a few episodes that could be on the higher end of the level, especially in the later on seasons.
But isn't season 6 regarded as one of the weaker seasons?
The highest episode, yeah, it's because it really just depends on how you feel. The highest episode is Once More Feeling. The lowest episode is As You Were, which this. I don't want to be there, but we're there. That's all I got for that. And we're going to move on. It's okay. I don't want to talk about it, so don't ask. If you're curious, you can go watch it. It's on Hulu. With that also being said, the review for season 1, the overall review will come out. I think it's on the 30th of January as well, in case you're interested in that and you're part of the Buffy-a-thon. Those will predominantly coming out on Tuesdays, because when I was younger, I'd watch Buffy on Tuesdays. Just how my schedule was, and so I'm admitting it to the internet. Either way, for movie commentaries, if you're familiar with Weekend Movie Bros, if not, links down below. We have a podcast which is starting back up next month, and we have movie commentaries that we do. Zachary, I don't know if he's still chosen his movie. His pick is coming next week. We don't have an exact date yet, but it'll be between the 21st and the 27th. Hopefully we can know sooner than later, so we can put a notify up for anybody who does want to tag along on that movie commentary for whatever Zachary ends up deciding. He's sent me like 12 picks at this point, so we're just in here for the funsies. I don't know. And I think that's everything. Do you have anything to announce since you are the guest? Where can they find you? What are your socials?
None. Hi, hello. I did have something. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be doing a video game show on my YouTube channel, starting in March.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it set up to where I can actually, make it more accurate than I can. I've been following video game news a lot over the past year. It's actually been kind of like my favorite side things to do besides my collecting of figures. And there's stuff going on currently in the gaming world that I really want to talk about, and I want to, promote the positive side. So let's talk about the ramifications moving forward for gaming and what that's going to mean for us as consumers moving forward. I think it's interesting. Sure. So I'll be starting that as well, going into the new year, and I will hopefully have a review out for Prince of Persia and the Lost Crown by that time as well.
Cool. Well, with that being said, if you're here just on a normal Jacob's Books Corner day, there will be hopefully a new video out for you on Friday. If not, I will see you guys all next week. Thank you guys for much watching. Thank you, Zachary, for joining us on this journey of Percy Jacksonness. And thank you all for whoever finds us in the future. All right. Have a good evening. Have a good day, wherever you are. And read some books. Goodbye.